Well, I visited the United States of Mexico all last weekend, and I really enjoy it. It's a very nice place with a lot of history, a lot of culture, beautiful people, and beautiful food. I mean, the entire culture rotates around food. You know, the way of cooking, doing barbacoa, cooking tortillas and beans and all kind of meats and cheeses, and they utilize every resource around, from cactuses and whatever the land give. And the people are very humble, very how can I say, friendly and lovely. And also they are being completely conditioned. I was at a hotel, at a beautiful hotel. I can say it's at least a 4-star hotel. I mean, this is a Hilton hotel, and on the television on the hotel, every single, pretty much every scene was in English and subtitle. And from news to small shows like history and learning shows, they all in the language of the Anglo-Saxon. And I think that is a how can I say, a disadvantage and an advantage for the United States of Mexico. And I'm going to explain what I'm talking about. The first, let me set you up. Humans learn. Learning is called conditioning of reflexes. Our biology will get conditioned, we'll learn. And there is some rules that we humans have utilized for quite a long time. And they are well known, and all humans, and actually all life, learn the same way, through our senses. But there is two rules that to me are very important, and I always utilize, because you must utilize your knowledge to survive. And I always utilize this. To learn, I must want to learn. That is the number one rule of learning. If you want to learn something, or to learn something, you must want to learn it. Otherwise, you ain't going to learn nothing. Zero. Because you do not want to learn it. So you will never learn it. And the other rule that I always, pay attention to is, what you learn first, you learn best. And that is, to me, is the most fundamental of all, because we always learning, whatever, we always learn something new. But whatever we learn is almost impossible to relearn. So that brings me to the television in the United States of Mexico, just broadcasting the English language. Well, guess what is going to happen? The population are going to learn English very rapidly, and they do. The vast, citizens of the United States of Mexico, they speak English perfectly, and they speak Castilian perfectly. but they already conditioned to call it Spanish, and they already conditioned to the Spanish are the bad guys, and they already conditioned or they are inferior, and they are already conditioned that the Yanks, or no, what they call us here in the United States of America, the gringos are a whole bunch of crazy guys, lunatics. And in the United States of America, we have the same problem. As a matter of fact, that we have a bigger problem, because they looking at us from the outside, but we cannot have a reference, because we are conditioned to believe that we are superior and the Mexicans are the enemy. They are invading force of the United States of America, according to Mr. Trump. And according to Mr. Biden, they are brown. Oh, and don't forget all the bunch of all the letters and color coding and appointments of identities. So how to get around that is, in my opinion, impossible. Because as long as we utilize the language to transfer knowledge, remember that it's all about conditioning, it's all about knowledge, how we transfer learning. We become the how can I say, the symbol. We become the symbol. I'm going to give an example of this. If I want to defend a particular section of our citizens, they are assigned a color code. I must mention that color code. But the moment that I mention that color code, I just doing the job of the bad guys, color coding them. It's like a merry-go-round. If I call you a name for you to pay attention, but that name is being erroneously assigned to you, I just accepted what you are color code or assigned to. Makes sense what I'm saying? It's kind of confusing, but the moment that we build in the capital of our nation, the United States of America, or the capital of the United States of Mexico, or the capital of the Kingdom of Spain, or the capital of I don't know, the European Union. The moment that we do that we build a museum or something and call that building an assigned name of a part of the population, that's it, it's over. Once you mention it, this building is built to the blacks. or this building is built to the browns. And this building is built to the whites, or whatever other color code assigned or whatever. That's it, it's over. You're just doing the job of the person who built it. And that is what I want to talk about, or I'm talking about, is to not ever mention assigned identities. All you have to do is call you citizens, you brotherhood, what they are. Do not completely, how can I say, utilize names that you don't need to utilize. Good morning. Thanks. So, if you want to help your citizens, if you want to help the citizens of your country, it doesn't matter if it's in Mexico, it doesn't matter if it is in Europe or any place in this planet. If you want to help humanity, stop utilizing color coding, assigned identity, erroneous identity, because they already accepted this population. They already accepted, and what you want to do is recondition that assignment. Recondition. We can no longer go into the capital of the United States of America, the District of Columbia, and look at a beautiful building and call it, that building is an African American museum. We have to take that name down, and we have to call it, this building is this building is our heritage, all of us, not just a section of the population. That is the reason that they attack the capital. That is the reason why people look at each other differently. It's because the utilization of language, the English language in this case, in the United States of America, by Mr. Trump or Mr. Biden. It's like Mr. Biden knows this. That is why he calls you American all day long. If you are not Democrat, you are not a Negro. And I say Negro because that is what he used to call people, Negro. But of course, he's a politician and he is mad out and he say, no, wait a minute. In 1960s, Mr. Martin Luther King say, hey, don't call me Negro anymore, asshole. So now we're going to condition you to be African. So now he goes out there on television when a young man from the United States of America, a citizen of us, ourselves. And this Mr. Biden, so mighty, say to him, if you are not a Democrat, if you haven't figured it out yet, you ain't black. You ain't black. So that is what I want to rant about. Stop utilizing all through communication technologies, all through the through information technologies. We must start a campaign of stop utilizing color coding and destroying, not just ourselves, destroying the planet. And who is doing this? The industrialists, people who control the language, the information. And language does evolve. Yes, it does evolve for a reason, for a purpose. And it's not the populist who change it. No, it's the people who do the conditioning. So I know it's impossible to recondition people because they already learn it. And the rules basically say what you learn first, you learn best. And it's almost impossible to return to a neutral way of learning. But we can try. We can sure try. And some of you are smart enough to recognize it and fix it and become leaders, not followers. They continue every single day to defend positions. That is what you are doing, rationalizing. I'm calling these people black, I'm calling these people black, I'm calling these people black, I'm calling these people white, I'm calling these people white because I want to transfer to them my ideas. And every time you do it, what you're doing, you are transferring somebody else's idea, not yours. So wake up, people, wake up, people of the United States of America, and remember, you are men and women, you are humans, just that. Saludos.